multi-generational travel is another key element that we're starting to see come through in the trends. Which is really interesting. You know,
Explain
it's great. Well, but people are also travelling with, extended family, mum, dad, kids, and grandparents coming through. You know, which
the grandparents paying for it?
Yeah, well, probably.
That's how they get invited.
Exactly, and the kids are running around taking, pictures for TikTok and everything else, and the grandparents are going, "I'm off to the spa."
Welcome to Teague Talks. Today we're in sunny Southern California, sitting down at the newly opened Regent Santa Monica with SVP Managing Director of IHG Luxury and Lifestyle Brands, Leanne Harwood.
Hello there, Teague.
Hi, Leanne. How are you? Thank you for sitting down with us today.
Thank you for the invitation.
I'm glad we're both in town. I know we both live in Atlanta, but we had to come to Santa Monica.
All this way to get here to actually connect. Oh my gosh.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Nope.
So I'm excited to be here. Tell me, give me 30 seconds on why we're here and what we're doing.
Well, we are sitting in the newly launched Regent Hotel Santa Monica Beach, and it's an exciting week. It's been a lead up to this amazing hotel's reimagining and relaunch, and you're here to experience it in all its glory.
How long have you been working on this project?
Me personally,
Yes.
8 months.
Okay.
I've come in on the tail end.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
The team's been working on it for a lot longer.
Team's been working on it for a couple of years now, and like any hotel opening or reimagining, relaunching, you do it slow at the beginning, and you wonder if you're ever going to get there, and then all of a sudden it feels like a bit of a freight train towards the end as you gain momentum and you're barreling down to that opening day.
First Regent in the United States. That's a big deal.
It is. Well, we're coming back into the United States, so and there's no better property to do it. I mean, based here in Santa Monica, best of Beverly Hills, but just that little bit away, so, arm's length from the craziness, but you still have all that wonderful elegance and luxury that you would expect.
So help us, for those who don't know, who owns this?
There is a company called Strategic, who is the owner of this asset, and a fantastic gentleman by the name of Andre Zotov, who's the CEO, who I think you may be talking to later.
I think you might be right there. Spoiler alert. Sit down with him later. So I want your version. I'll get it from Andre later of how this project came about. But what's your version of how this came about?
Andre was obviously they had the Lowe's asset for a number of years, and he was looking for a partner to create something unique and special, and those conversations started a couple of years ago, and we had great minds coming together to create something unique and new. And I'm sure you're going to hear from Andre that what really excited him was the ability to create something new in this marketplace. And because Regent is really coming into its own now, once we've purchased it and relaunched it across the globe, he had an opportunity to work with us and really create something really special and unique, and you can see it coming to life this week.
You can, and obviously you couldn't have picked a better hotel and a better location. Santa Monica, we're on the beach.
I know. I was sitting there FaceTiming my husband this morning, and clearly I come from the other side of the world where we're used to surfing beaches, and I was looking out there and showing him that there was surfing going on right out of my front doorstep, where clearly that doesn't happen in Atlanta. He was not happy.
Is your husband a surfer?
He is.
Of course he is. Growing up in New Zealand, you probably have to be.
Exactly.
All right, so let's jump into you. Where is that accent from? It's not Southern.
It is not Southern, although I'm trying to get the Atlanta.
You'll get there.
And
I'll help you.
I'll start calling y'all.
Perfect.
No, I'm originally a New Zealander, born and bred, spent the first close to 30 years of my life in New Zealand in the hospitality industry, and then the wanderlust got me, and I took off and spent the rest of my career traveling and living around the world, and now the USA.
So I got to hear this, maybe this would be for me, but what do you do for fun? What does a kid do for fun in New Zealand? I know there's everything. There's surfing, there's skiing, there's, I don't know, scuba diving.
And
what
you
do
can
we
do
do?
that all in one day.
All in one day.
All in one day. That's
We
the
should
best
all
part
live
about it.
We should all live there.
No, that's
No.
the best part about New Zealand. Only 4 million people, so we want to, we don't want to have too many people living there. That would take away the beauty of it.
So what was your favorite thing to do as a kid?
Oh my gosh! Well, the great thing is that only having 4 million people in New Zealand, you had to you were related to somebody somewhere that had a farm. So you had an opportunity to go out and spend weekends at the farm, and riding horses and hanging out in nature, and that's absolutely spectacular. But also, skiing was a bit of a passion for me growing up.
So how does that get you into the hotel world? Tell me one of those brought you in.
Well, that was the passion for skiing. I thought I was going to go and live in Queenstown, not quite Wanaka, but next door in Queenstown. And I was going to work in a bar at night and ski all day.
Love it.
Jealous. I thought it was a really great idea.
I think it still is.
I had way too much fun working in the bar at night, and I didn't really manage to get up the mountain very much. Yeah. So my passion and joy for the hospitality industry really started there, and it just grew. They seemed to like me, and I liked the industry, and my roles kept evolving, and they kept giving me more responsibility, and that's really where it all kicked off.
That's how it happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
We see that a lot,
Yes.
right? You didn't mean to. You showed up to be a skier. You ended up being a bartender.
Exactly.
And next thing you know, you're probably the manager.
And now you're the managing director.
So give the rest of the journey. Talk.
Predominantly food and beverage when I started my career,
Okay.
and went and ran fine dining restaurants and banquets operations for a number of years, and then I moved across into sales and marketing, and apparently I had a bit of a gift of the gab.
I can see that.
And I ended up overseeing the commercial organisation in hotels, and then that really started my career into a corporate role. Took my first leap into a role sitting in Australia, actually, and that my first corporate position was with IHG, and the rest is history, as they say. Since then, I've moved across. Oh my gosh, I think this is my 9th or 10th country, and about my 13th or 14th city that I've lived in. And it's picked me up and carried me from everywhere, from French Polynesia and living in Tahiti across to the Middle East, and then, it's all the bits in between.
I'm jealous, very jealous right now. But two, and we'll get into it in a second, but I want to know what all the experiences you brought from there, what you're going to bring here to the States.
Yes. Wow, gosh. The really interesting thing, because everybody always sits there and says, what's the big difference between, particularly in Southeast Asia and versus America, and what do you see that is so unique into each part of each country? Interesting, hospitality to the core of what we all care about and delivering exceptional service is the same everywhere in the world. That want and that love of wanting to create special and unique moments within and experiences with our guests, and that wonderful that joy that you get from being able to deliver that, and the joy that the customers get from experiencing it, is the same. The difference being is it just may be on a different level.
Yes.
So, and that's the same from a Holiday Inn Express all the way through to a Regent hotel, right? The core of what we do is deliver true hospitality. And so that's continuous. And I take that wherever I go. The difference being is that working and living in Thailand, the cost of labour there is so incredibly different than the Americas. So when you walk in the door, you've got 2 people standing at the door, saying Sawadee-ka as you walk in the door, and then you walk through to the desk, and you've got all these people that greet you along the way. Where here, in order for you to get a very similar experience, it's one person, but that one person is there with you every step along the way and is still wanting to deliver that experience. So the core of it is the same. It's just how you execute it that's different.
And we're Americans. We roll our bag and we shoulder the guy out of
Get
the
away!
way. Got it. I don't have any cash on me. I don't want to look cheap. I got it. It's all good. Okay, so let's talk about your new role. And I got to say, when I sat down with Julia, did the Teague Talk,
Yes.
he mentioned you and said you were the secret sauce. of bringing luxury lifestyle
Wow.
really to the United
Secret
States.
sauce. Oh.
He was bragging on you. I'm just throwing that out there. Check the tape, everybody. He was bragging on you. So
Great.
what did he see in you that we should see in you?
Gosh, I'm not quite sure what he's...
Did I stump you?
You threw me on that one. Jolien and I have known each other for a very, very long time. In fact, it was Jolien that brought me... I was, just to digress ever so slightly, I was a director of sales and marketing in a hotel in Tahiti, and I got a phone call from Jolien going, you need to come and join IHG, and that was 20 odd years ago. Wow. So we've known each other, and I didn't actually end up working directly for him until this role. Our paths crossed and weaved and ducked and weaved along that period of 20 years. But I think what Jolien saw in me was the fact that I just get in and will pretty much take most things on. I'm not afraid of difficult situations. I'm not afraid to take on a challenge. And I bring the team along with me, and we really lean in and we make things happen, and we make things happen with a lot of fun, and we like to do it, and we hopefully deliver returns back to our owners, and they end up becoming quite good friends along the way as well, which is, I know, quite unique sometimes in this industry.
Sometimes, but no, I can see that in you. You're very friendly. I can see being a partner, being a friend, working with you, working for you.
Yes.
I can see how everybody would enjoy that. Yeah.
And I think the ability to have a difficult conversation, but walk away at the end of it and know that it's a business conversation, and ultimately you're trying to both get to the same end goal, is really important. And to do that, I mean, my gosh, there is times where there's, some real friction going on because you're, each of you are coming from your own angle to get to the ultimate goal. But again, I come back to the fact that if you do it respectfully, understanding it's with the right intent, and that you've got a business approach to it and a business mind in anything that you do, then you'll inevitably get to the end goal, which is what you're both looking for, which is a great hotel delivering excellent hospitality and great returns both for our company and for the owner's company. I like to think that that's probably a little bit of that secret sauce that he was talking about.
I can see it. No, I see what Jolien saw. And I forgot, I don't know why, that obviously you guys work together. Asia Pacific, overseas,
Yes.
Jolien's. Yeah, he's crossed the pond too.
He has crossed the pond too, although different country, let's be clear.
Let's be clear. Right, which one's better? Remind me.
Not getting into that rivalry.
Gotcha. So let's dive into the brands.
Right.
So remind me, what are there's 6 brands?
Regent, Six Senses, Intercontinental, Kempton, Vignette, and Hotel Indigo.
What should we expect to see from you from those brands?
Well, we're on
massive changes, I can feel it.
I wouldn't say massive changes. I'd say we're on a growth trajectory at the moment. We are definitely looking at really establishing ourselves as the core luxury and lifestyle player in Americas. And we have done that across the globe.
Yes.
And we are really well embedded as the leading luxury and lifestyle operator, particularly across Southeast Asia and certainly my old regions and the Middle East. So the opportunity to do that and bring all our expertise and knowledge from that part of the world into the Americas is certainly my goal. And what better way to start with the Regent relaunch and reimagining here in Santa Monica?
I love it. I couldn't agree more. This is fantastic. But so, hard-hitting question, do you think you can do that?
Yes.
Because with all due respect, I agree, it has been a powerhouse. You guys have been a powerhouse
Absolutely.
globally and not in the Americas.
Yes.
You're fully confident we can bring
I'm
luxury
fully confident.
IHG here.
I absolutely am.
I like that.
And we've got proof points to show that. Here is one of those, right? We just opened our first Six Senses in Grenada, which was at the beginning of this year. And so that is the first of, I think there's now 4 that we've got coming up that are opening over the next 3, 4, 5 years across the Americas region. And that's really establishing ourselves in the wellness, sustainability, high-end hotel resort area across luxury. And then repositioning and making sure that we take a historic brand with so much history, deep history to it, with like Intercontinental, and positioning that as a great, solid product in this marketplace. And how can we forget Kempton? I mean, my gosh, One of the things that brought me to this role was actually the Kempton portfolio of hotels. I love Kempton brand. It's just got such an irreverence to it, just that wonderful ability to deliver exceptional guest experience, but do it with just a little bit of cheekiness attached to it. So love that. And then Vignette is a huge opportunity for us in this part of the world.
Yeah,
and you're looking at me going,
yes,
what the heck's Vignette?
Yes, correct. You picked up on that.
I
Yes,
did.
educate.
So Vignette's really our collection brand that we've got in at our upper upscale luxury end, and that gives us an opportunity for owners of assets to really bring something that is very unique and distinct that they don't want to change, and really create and be part of a little bit more of a brand, identified brand, where this is bespoke and needs a minimalistic approach to it becoming one of our collections. So it's very much around a distribution component, and also getting access to all of the wonderful tools and resources that we have with inside IHG. So we've only got one of those at the moment in
Where's that?
the Americas. Washington, D.C.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay.
We've wrapped to 200 now in the pipeline globally. It's quite phenomenal.
Of all 6 of those?
Of all six of those.
Right.
And that's 20% of our pipeline, which is really quite phenomenal when you think about it. So we've never been in a stronger position to push this brand forward and really start to own this space, particularly here, as I said, in the US, and really starting to grow.
I saw that stat earlier, and I won't say I didn't believe it, but it jumped off the page at me. I was like, wow, 22% was the number that I saw. That's impressive.
Well, that's part of the reason why I'm here. So, we are building an organisation and a structure to be able to deliver on those experiences across the business.
All right, let's get into the weeds. What do you have to do to deliver?
Well, you need a team.
Yes.
And the IHG fundamentally is made up of brands and people, right?
Yes.
And our teams bring those brands to life with our owners who own the assets and deliver these amazing hotels like this with Regent. But people like Andre and Strategic are looking towards us to make sure that we bring all of the connectivity, the digital enhancements, all the revenue management. They're looking for us to bring that expertise. There's the tools that are available, but particularly in the luxury and lifestyle segment, these hotels are complex. Right? They are not simple plug and play hotels, and I love our Holiday Inn Expresses. Our holidays. They are our bread and butter, but they are a very simple operating model hotel. Right? This is incredibly complex.
Yes.
And to bring the expertise of being able to manage this hotel or similar hotels, where you have to have a team that come together to create that secret sauce and that magic, that's the unique part. And I'm bringing with me not only the tools and resources and the expertise, but also building a team and an organisation here who have that expertise, who have that experience, and are able to enable it and bring it to life across our hotels. And that is something that I have not seen a lot of here in the US. Right? If you think about it, particularly here, there is a lot of franchises in the US.
Yes.
It's predominantly a franchise market.
Of course.
Where I came from, it was 70% managed, 30% franchise. And we flipped that, across our Holiday Inn Expresses,
Yes.
of course, etc. It's predominantly franchise. It's the same in the managed estate here, in the luxury and lifestyle estate. We are 70% of our hotels are managed. So we need to make sure that we bring those hotels to life through utilising and really getting the best out of all of our tools, resources and systems.
What is our growth? Is it more managed or more franchise?
It's both.
Are we going to use our balance sheet?
We never say no. You never say no. Okay. We're always looking for the right
deal. Project.
Exactly.
I can remember the Intercontinentals, even Atlanta, there was a bunch of them. There was and lots of sort of brands did this. They use the balance sheet, they build it, they get the project up and open, and then they sell it and take the money and go build another one.
Yes.
And so you're recycling using the IHG balance sheet, and you're growing this brand.
As you know, a number of years ago, we went down an asset-light approach, and that continues to be our focus moving forward. And we're incredibly lucky because we proof point our ability to come in and work with partners like Andre.
It's fun that you mentioned the people, right? behind you, which I
Yes.
can't say that I didn't think about, because it's always people, right? We know that.
Yes.
But just in your position and like the partnership with the brand, I of course maybe as a traveler was thinking, oh, it's what benefits am I getting? What is my membership, right? I'm going to go stay at a Holiday Inn Express, build a bunch of points, and then come to Santa Monica and stay at the New Regent, right? But you're
Yes.
clearly, but that, and yes, that's in there,
Yes.
the rewards programs.
Yes, of course.
But you first went to the people. No. Let me tell you about the digital marketing we're doing, and let me tell you about my team, and let me tell you
Absolutely.
about these awesome people.
Yes.
They're going to make this hotel your one hotel, and then, oh, by the way, we'll do that times thousands.
Yep.
For all the other hotels to make them work.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. You absolutely nailed it. And we have an amazing loyalty program. There's no doubt. 135 million members
Right.
plus, worldwide, and that is part of our distribution strategy to support any hotel, and that is absolutely critical moving forward. But if you can redeem those points at a hotel. You can walk into a hotel and go, "That's fantastic! I've earned it all over at those hotels, and I'm getting to stay at this amazing hotel
Right.
that I probably normally wouldn't get to do." If you walk in the door and everybody ignores you and they don't recognise you for being a Diamond loyalty member, Diamond Elite loyalty member, and you get a crappy room because they haven't listened to you and they've put you on the 10th floor with stairs
Right.
because. And all of that is done by people, right? That is what makes our industry so incredibly important, and that we invest our time and efforts into our teams and into our people. That's what it comes down to.
I can see it. I see why they want to work with you.
Oh,
Why they want to follow
thank
you.
Thank you.
I can see all that. It just made me think. You're talking about all these service levels, right? Everyone's building half a dozen food outlets at what was a limited service property.
Yes.
Here we're clearly in Santa Monica at a Regent, which is a total another level.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Is that the evolution? Am I seeing an evolution there? Am I missing something? Is it just the next coolest thing?
I think there's always going to be a place, and always has been a place, for all of those different offerings, right?
Right.
There's always the road warrior that is going to want to stop into a Holiday Inn Express
Sure.
as they're heading down the freeway,
Sure.
passing Buc-ee's,
Thank you.
heading to Chattanooga.
Yes.
So there will always be the need for those guests, and but there are the consumers now that are trending more experiential, and there is
Yes.
no doubt that a hotel or a resort now plays a really incredibly important role in that. What's really interesting is that in Asia particularly, you've seen that for a number of years. In the Middle East, you actually went to a hotel to go and have that restaurant and experience, or the spa, or that was always part of it. And the rest of the world, and particularly this part and up in Europe, really didn't do that. It was an afterthought, to your point, and it wasn't profitable, and owners did not see the value of
Right.
investing in it. Now you're seeing this absolute trend of travellers who are looking for sustainability, wellness, and experiences. Those are three key things that the traveller is now looking towards and really want to experience across all our brands, be it Hotel Indigo, where it's all about the neighbourhood story, or be it all through to the Regent, where it's all about the opulence and the luxury.
Yeah, we
that
keep
you
hearing
get.
experiential
Yes.
over and over and over.
Yes, key.
Again. We got to get there.
Key, we absolutely do. And that could be everything. I mean, you go downstairs and you've got bicycles where you can go out and pick up and bike down, the Santa Monica Boulevard and check out all of those crazy people doing the lifting of each other on the beaches and things. Not good luck trying to do that with
It's like
me.
trapeze workout or something. Yeah, it's great.
But they really want to get in and experience the local communities
Correct.
more, and be it either sitting inside the hotel and experiencing through the light touches that you get, where we're bringing in unique products that are from the local area, or be it getting out and having the region experience manager turning around and telling you where to go to the latest truck that food truck down the road that's doing the best taquerias. So all of that is so important for guests now, that they're looking for that when they go and stay in hotels.
Is that how you see the future? Think 25, 26, and well beyond?
Absolutely.
You think that's going to continue?
As somebody who started my career in food and beverage and doing other parts of the business, and I was actually proud, this is one of my proud moments, I was the first female concierge in New Zealand many years ago.
Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. But I loved that job because that was all about giving guests
Sure.
the experience,
Yeah.
even back 30 odd years ago, right? They wanted to know where the Lotus show was
Yeah.
and everything else. So I've just seen that become even, it definitely dropped off for a number of years, but you really see that this is becoming more and more important. And multi-generational travel is another key element that we're starting to see come through in the trends, which is really interesting. It's
Explain
great.
more.
Well, but people are also travelling with, extended family, mum, dad, kids, and grandparents coming through. Which
The
is
grandparents paying for it? Is
Yeah,
that what
well,
happens?
probably.
That's how they get invited.
Exactly, and the kids are running around taking pictures for TikTok and
Instagram.
everything else, and the grandparents are going, I'm off to the spa. So we need to cater for all of that.
I think I'm in the middle. Listen, you were perfect for this role. I totally see what Julian's saying, and all your experiences that you bring in the globe to here. I'm excited to see what happens.
Thanks,
with
me
this.
too.
I really am.
I'm excited to be leaning in.
Give me wrapping up. Give me some predictions for 25.
Oh.
I mean, what do you see, industry-wise, IHG-wise?
I'm really optimistic about 25.
Why?
All indicators are saying that we're going to see this continued growth in the industry and that we're not going to go backwards. So that's from a financial side of things is a really positive thing. That enables us to do some really cool things,
Yes.
right? And so really enhancing and working on our brands moving forward. We're working on Kempton, the next iteration of Kempton in the Americas. Where are we taking that brand? And so we're absolutely going to see some exciting things coming through on our Kempton portfolio, and really the momentum of this guest experience. I think how we bring that to life into our hotels is something to watch out for. So watch this space, particularly Kempton.
I love it. I like hearing that.
Good.
Optimism. I mean, and listen, if Anthony and the strategic team are putting in what they've done here, right?
Yes.
The time, energy, and money that they've
Exactly.
done here. Again, it's the reason we're here. There's a reason we're here.
Exactly.
This is a big deal.
Yeah,
This is a big
exactly.
deal.
It's huge.
We're wrapping up, but I have two fun questions just because I want to know.
Great.
So my first is, what is your favorite place to stay? Your favorite place to stay?
Okay.
And my other, because you're a skier and others might be too, what is your favorite place to ski?
They are both the same country.
Oh, I love this. Okay.
And
You say New Zealand.
No,
take out.
I'm not going to say New Zealand.
Okay.
For the last 6 years, I've had the privilege of overseeing Japan, and my favourite place to ski is Niseko. It is unbelievable. What an experience. Talk about experiences. Oh, hooning down those mountains, powder snow fluffing up around you, up above your knees. It's just, there is nothing more magical. And then my favourite place to stay is in the same country. There is an Intercontinental in a place called Beppu, and it is an onsen hot springs destination. And we have this beautiful hotel that is up, parked on the top of the mountain. It's only about 84 rooms, and it overlooks this bay all the way down the mountain to the ocean, and all the hot springs, you see all of it flow. It is just something unique and spectacular. And again, all about experiences.
Team, we got to go. New destination. Skiing in Japan with Leanne.
There you go. I will love to personally host you all.
Leanne, this is great. Thank you for sitting down with us. Thank you for everything that you're doing for us, and I can't wait to watch.
Brilliant. Thanks for the opportunity, and what a great conversation.
Thank you.
Thanks.